Hiya, and welcome back to Monster Village. No, don't. The game that teaches us that. I don't know, something, everyone's dream involves Joseph and Runen. No, I didn't. I don't like building games. I don't like games like that. Instead, I sorta started using, professional boat design software. Just for the fun of it. I kinda started doing that. Ugh. I slowly opened my eyes. I tried to move, but my stomach and body hurt so much I vaguely remember what happened last night. Joseph wanted to sleep with me last night after I got home feeling fatigued. I was feeling sick and he wanted to ask for help, but I really just wanted him to be with me. I pushed my microphone back. I probably should have let Joseph get someone. Yeah, he's awake. Soft paws suddenly patted my head and wiped my face. From the size and the feeling, I was being taken care of by another feline. I was pulled up and I tried to support myself. My stomach still hurts a lot from last night and I feel like puking. Rubbed my eyes and blinked to get my eyes more adjusted to where I am. After a few more minutes, the small feline finally comes into view. How did y'all feel? Pained. I look around and try to see what happened while I was out. The sun appears to already be setting. Did I just sleep through an entire day? Yeah, you did, yeah. Mr. Joseph meowed to me real early, checking on you, yeah. I powerfully tried my best to whisker away your fever, but it looks like you're still dealing with a bunch of body aches, yeah. Thank you. Ugh. My stomach starts to feel more painful as I talk. You really shouldn't be doing that, nya. Take a pause, get some more catnap, and slurp down some water, nya. Thanks. I grabbed the cup of water from their small paws and drank it slowly. Feel a bit better, but the nauseating feeling is still there. Where's Joseph? They're with the elder, nya. But don't you fret about that. You just cozy up for a snooze so it doesn't turn into a possum mess, nya. I laid back down on the bed, feeling the warmth from resting on it the entire day. I know I shouldn't just lay down here, but even I can tell I probably look like a mess. Thank you. You're like the village's nurse? Meow, I'm Grano, nya. Pleasure to meet you, nya. I'm one of the feline medics of the village. We're a tiny team, just 2 members, but we do our best, nya! Where did you learn these things? Meow, I used to work for the guild a few years ago, but after a great storm I got lost, nya. I was rescued by a bunch of wild felines living in a purr-ready forest. When we stumbled upon the village, I also joined their perspective team. I used to be wild myself, nya. A guild feline, huh? I guess my life is in good pause. When I heard someone is visiting from the guild, I wanted to talk to you, nya, but I was busy with helping the merchants on the food. I sometimes wish I could go back and work at the guild, but I think I am purr-ready happy where I am right meow. Everyone is very nice and I get to teach others my perfect tricks. But it gets a bit annoying when the head merchant keeps asking me to check on Mr. Cuckoo! Well, do you still want to go back right now? The small feline waves her head and gives a big smile. This is my home! I smiled back to the small feline. I am really happy the village has at least some level of medical assistance. I want to do my best for everyone here, so I hope this feeling goes away soon. What even happened? Can you tell me what happened with me? I was feeling fine yesterday morning, but for some reason I ended up feeling pained and sick. I have a personal theory, but can I ask a bit more from you, nya? I know you're already tired, but... It's okay, I'll keep it short. Are you eating regularly, nya? I think so, other than the other day I eat it regularly. When did you start feeling this, nya? I think around yesterday afternoon. I don't actually know the exact time. It's okay, nya. What else did you do before that, nya? Not much. I stayed in a bit, ate the usual breakfast. Breakfast? What did you eat yesterday, nya? I think it was just some rice, veggies, and the usual wish jam, but I think the one I got was a new bottle because the housekeeper said it might be the last stock for a while when he dropped it off. Do you still have it? Can I check, nya? The jam? Sure, it's on the table over there. Small feline hurriedly ran to the table and checked the bottle. He opened it up and gave a sniff inside, but then immediately reeled back as if he smelled something better. Meow! This is made with mutant fruit. Mutant? You mean rotten?
My nose doesn't lie. I don't know when, but you've been eating wish jam from mutant berries. But Mew said Mew only started feeling this yesterday. Where did Nya get this bottle?
I just said it was from the housekeeper yesterday morning and...
Meow. I need to call the elder, Nya.
Wait, what do you mean? What should I...
Ugh.
Fuck. My stomach started growling again, but not from hunger. It really hurts. I closed my eyes and tried to stop the pain. It was a struggle, but I tried to just relax my body. Felt like all the food I just ate was trying to get out of my mouth. Before I knew it, I started to hear rain falling from the sky. I want to see Joseph. I needed to vomit really bad. I slowly got up and removed all of the blankets on me. I was starting to feel uncomfortable and stood up. Within the darkness, I tried to find the window. I know it wasn't really hard, but I didn't feel like walking at all. Once I found it, I poked my head a bit and just let it go. Throwing up noises. I vomited before, but it was never this much. After all of that, I somewhat feel better, but I still have this nauseating feeling. I was about to go back to bed, I heard a knock at the door. I'm coming. Quickly hurried to the door and opened it up. Why are you up, Nya? Oh, I had to vomit earlier. Meow, let's get Nya back to bed. Grano immediately grabbed my hands as he tried to get me back inside. He was a bit... He was a bit forceful, but I can tell they were just worried about me. I shouldn't deny his kindness, especially since I'm like this. How do you feel, Nya? A bit better after vomiting. Well, I have some possum news. It's not really anything serious, but you do need to get some rest before going back, Nya. But the guild is probably already looking for me and... the guild can shove their nosy tails up their noses, Nya! A sudden comment by the small feline widened my eyes. Wait, weren't you from the guild? Was... Asher, Nya. I'm the village's meowdic meow. Honestly, can't tell if I should be happy with that or not. You gonna report, meow? Unlikely. Now back to what we were talking about, Nya. What Nya actually have is...
Yeah, oh, for Amatsu's sake!
Let me...
You lay down there! I will get it, yeah.
This feline is really pushy now ever since I told him I vomited. I think I should just listen to him at this point. Once the door was opened, I was surprised by who was at the door. Joe!
What?
Joseph immediately grabbed my face and shoulders as if he was trying to check something.
Are you okay, son? How do you feel?
I'm okay. Just a little pained.
Clearly. Was the fall? Did you overwork yesterday?
I'm fine, Joe. I just need some more rest. I'm sorry, I should have called someone.
Darn right you should have, yeah.
If Mr. Joseph didn't knock on my door earlier, then you would have been in worse condition, yeah. You better thank him, yeah.
I know. What caused him to be like this? Did he break anything?
I was getting to that earlier before you loudly knocked on the door, yeah. It was not some virus like we originally thought. This was just a bad case of some food poisoning from the wish jam made with spoiled fruit.
Food poisoning? The berries.
They don't give me everything to discard.
How'd you discard the berries? Me and the traders buried it in the ground. I wanted to test on how it works as fertilizer. Fertilizer? That was what I've been doing yesterday. It is the best way to use old plants. You need to cycle back to nature. I guess that's better than throwing it somewhere. My question now is, how did it get to my table? One bottle might have been mixed. We really need to sort them, yeah. Yeah. Guess it is lucky I'm the only one affected. Food poisoning is not a joke, son. You'll feel weak for a few days until it's out of your body.
You'll be fine, but if you want a faster recovery, you'll need a max potion, yeah. I have some nutrients in case someone needed a boost, but what I don't have is a mandragora, yeah.
Mandragores are really hard and what makes nutrients into max potions. Even with the guild, mandragores go for a high price for just a stem. I think I remember the crafting recipe for it, but I don't know if any of the places nearby have mandragores. Just saw some regular mushrooms.
You're well informed, Nya. Mandragores grow in cold and dark areas. I'll need to ask our traders tomorrow to get more. But it'll be at least a few days, Nya. Whatever happens, you need to stay here for a bit longer before you head back. I'll bring you nullberries tomorrow to ease the pain, Nya.
But I really need to go soon. If I don't, the village might be in danger.
The village is well hidden in case someone looks for Nya. We didn't stay hidden just because, Nya.
Oh. For a feeling, you really know the ins and outs of how the guild operates.
I am not just a meowtic. I know how the guild searches, so get some rest, Nya. I'll leave you two for Nya. Mr. Joseph? Don't make him stay up too long, as you know he needs to keep resting, Nya.
You don't need to tell me. I'll take care of him.
Good. Good night, Nya.
Thanks, Grano. Good night. The old feline grabbed the large leaf near the door and went back out into the rain. Joseph approaches me and sat down beside my bed. He has this worried look on his face as he stares at me. Hey. I'm sorry, son. I reached out and held Joseph's hand, making sure to squeeze it tight. Took a bit of hesitation, but he squeezed back. It's not your fault, okay? You heard him. It was just some food poisoning. Still cannot help but think it is my fault. I only did something. Joseph! It's not your fault. Okay? It's not your fault. If it's anyone's fault, it's Runan's, but we're not blaming Runan. Only did something. I gripped Joseph's hand tighter. And even then, Runan really didn't do anything. Runan really couldn't have done anything. Yeah, it's our fault. But no, Runan really couldn't have done anything because, like, as it said, wishberries rot from the inside. So, he couldn't have known. Joseph couldn't have known. No one could have known! I gripped Joseph's hand tighter. None of this is your fault. Stop blaming yourself. If you really feel sorry, just take care of me for a while. I am sorry for asking this, but I really can't do much like this. I will. I want to. Guess I am staying for a bit longer, at least until a mandragora is found. Mandragores? I haven't seen one before, but I heard about it. A mandragora? They're orange mushrooms that grow in very dark areas and hidden too. Saw a few when we were training, but I think I only remember seeing one in the wild once when we were near a river. I see. You don't have to worry about them too much. The traders will be able to get some soon, and even if they don't, I'm still here. Son, you're not well. How can I not worry about you? It's fine, Joe. But maybe let's talk tomorrow. I'm starting to feel a bit dizzy again. Here, let me at least help tuck you in. Thanks, Joe. Joseph helped me get comfortable and set me down on my bed. It was starting to get cold, so he also covered my body with the blanket. Also, Joe? Yes? Head back home fast, but be careful. You were wet when you arrived, so I assumed you didn't have an umbrella. Umbrella? Huh? You don't know what that is? I guess that's something I can tell you about tomorrow. Just rush home, but stay safe. Worry about yourself for now. Get some sleep, son. Good night, then. Thank you. Joseph doused the candle and left me for tonight. Would have preferred if he stayed with me, but I don't think I want him getting sick either. Might just be food poisoning, but he can still catch my fever. Or maybe it's because he is a true ovarian and he has a bit of immunity? With that in mind, I start to drift back to sleep. Should be... They should grow here. Please. This is... Who's... God damn it. Everything gets auto-modded. We just got booty checked by Grano. I want you to let that sink in. We just got booty checked. In half. how much Miku automods us, we might as well replace her with Teto. Teto would just disable it altogether. Here's the thing. Let me just explain how automod works. Because, like, even though I don't actually know how it works, I have an idea of how it works.
Always watching.
So, let me explain as best I can. My guess is that there is a series of words that automatically trigger automod. There are a series of words that automatically trigger it. And because of the nature of this channel, we kinda sorta use all of those words as much as humanly possible. I have lost count of the amount of times in chat and out of me, but mostly in chat, the amount of times the words fuck, suck, cock, nipples, tits, all that under the sun has been said. I have lost count. I have genuinely lost count. I'm sure it's just an array of words that are blacklisted, and it can detect all that. What about ass? I lost count of the amount of times fuck, suck, nipple, tits is auto-modded. Hang on. Can someone type that, like, fuck, suck, nipple, tits, and just spaced in between? I want to test something. Can someone do that? Exactly.
It's time to drink water.
Exactly
It's time
my
to drink water.
point.
It's time to drink water. It's time to drink water.
I guess it does. It used to not. Here's the thing. I thought I whitelisted those words. I genuinely thought I whitelisted them. Ew. Okay, I just want to say this. You all can disagree with me. Disagree with me all you want. I just want to say this about the Admiral. Real quick. I just want to say this. If Joseph comes up with a funnier word for Admiral, then I'll switch to that. I'll just keep saying Admiral. Just hear me out. He's a villain. That much is obvious. He's very much a villain. Why do villains have the best outfits? Like, why do they have such amazing outfits? Like, villains have great senses of fashion. Granted, I'm biased because I like a man in uniform. I'm biased. I like a man in uniform. Exactly. And that is such a slay outfit. Like, I guarantee if he were to walk into a fashion contest with that, he'd probably win. I just love his outfit. Like, it is almost to the point where, like, if I get captured by a villain and some hero in spandex,
let me put my glasses on so I can see it, puts them on. What is that? Oh, it's a bitch.
And just shows up in a standard outfit, I'll just use the gun myself. Like, shit. I'm sorry, but I'm not going with a hero in spandex and underwear on the outside when I can hang out with this beautiful bitch with fashion sense. Edgeworth serves so much. Rant aside. Hang on, I'm turning on SFW mode. Oh, it's already on. Okay. Hang on, I'm gonna drink some ginger ale. Jack, you're not Maya. Let him be Maya. Let him be dead as hell. Now that said, the commander does slay even harder. That's just a fact of life. The commander's better. Like, the admiral has amazing fashion sense, the commander's hot. Right? He's so fucking hot. I'm not gonna say my thoughts on it. Because it's actually pretty fucked up.
I'll
Actually,
only let
very
Jack be
fucked up.
Maya if he starts channeling spirits.
Jack, can you start summoning spirits? No, no, who is that one girl? Who is that one girl? Phoenix Wright's mentor. Who was Phoenix Wright's mentor? What was her name? I can't remember. Mia! Mia, thank you! Thank you, I couldn't fucking remember. It's been years since I last played the first Ace Attorney. Or watched the anime. Joseph. The Devil Joe Wavarian. I was really shocked to see him at first. I mean, who wouldn't? He is huge and he is a Devil Joe. One of the most invasive and destructive monsters in the world. I guess he doesn't share the same awe sentiment. He lives alone at the farm just because he shares the same face as a scary monster. Doesn't help his name matches the monster's. But after getting to know him, he's actually really fun and nice. He has such a soft heart too that it's kind of a cute irony. That is if I actually get past his bombardment of dad jokes. Joseph practically helps the entire village, from their food to trading other plants. His talent on growing these are amazing. Of course, ever since Ridge started living with him, he got much more help. But even with his help, he still looks like he works too much. Tried helping on the farm several times too, but because I was still recovering from a previous accident, I had to hold back. Joseph was more than open on talking to me about things too. I guess he is an adult too, but maybe that's why I was so attracted to him. Or maybe I just have huge daddy issues. Probably the latter. Of course I wanted to invite him to the waterfall when I got the chance. At this point, he needed it. When I got the chance, I was able to see his body. Working the farm paid off because he looks really nice. Claims that his body is too old for any of the ladies. After hearing that, I was kind of sad to hear he might be only into women. Wanted to test it out and say that I find him attractive. I guess it paid off. Started being more touchy and open with me, even after the waterfall. I guess he opened up to me now. But I think that also fueled him because he knows someone is interested. He started leaning into his daddy role much harder. I gotta admit, I liked it a lot. Still don't know if I have daddy issues to like it so hard. Joseph then woke me up so early to bring me to his roof. Started talking a lot about each other, which made me uncover that all these dad jokes were because of Gerald. My weird disdain for Gerald aside, Joseph brought me there to watch one of the best sunrises I've seen in my life. It was both romantic and breathtaking. Until I fell off the roof and landed on an angry ridge. Joseph carried me inside and asked me to rest there instead. Took his offer since I was still sleepy and a bit in pain. But that night when I woke up, he looked so worried and sad. Tried to assure him I am fine, but can't help there is more to his thoughts than just being worried. The next day, Ridge complained to Joseph on how much he has been slacking. Apparently after I returned to the waterfall, Joseph has started to slack and order Ridge more. I felt partially responsible, but Joseph felt really bad about putting me in a dangerous situation. He recounted on the day he lost his mother and village to a Gormagala. So when he saw me fall, it scared him so much that he started to blame himself more. I assured him that I'll take care of myself on the account that he also does the same for himself and others. Putting Ridge to all the farm work is too much after all. Makes me wonder if there's anything I can do to make Joseph relax more. The next days were not really fun. I got food poisoning the other day and I was taken care of by Grano, the village's very own feline medic. He was an old guild medic that got lost and found his way here in the village, where he now has a bigger purpose of helping everyone here. While I was sick, the hunters attacked. Grano tried to help me by keeping me quiet and explaining the situation, eventually looking for the commander with the housekeeper. If it weren't for them, everything would have gotten much worse. This village saved me, and I have yet to pay them back for all they have done for me. What kind of person would I be if I were to abandon this now? I need to return the favor to the village that is taking care of me. And it's time for the thing. I also remember his large size, and I think he was wearing some sort of overalls. Can't remember. If I'm not mistaken, it's the blood and medical report. Jack. Yeah, I'm not reading all that again. Obviously, we're a sham. I'm a sham. Hold up, what? Damn it! Hang on. I can't. I'm just fucking numb right now. I think I had to question one of these. Hiya. Yeah, we're speed running right now. I guess Joseph wouldn't forgive me if I just stand by like last time. I just feel fucking numb right now. Hold up, I just think I fucked some. Yeah, I fucked some. Fuck. Fuck. Damn it. We lost a husband. I'm trying to remember which one we lost. Wait. Wait, did we lose a husband? Wait, we still haven't done, there's 6 of them, and no, we did not lose a husband. I flipped out over nothing. I flipped out over nothing. I flipped out over nothing. No, we still have Jen. No, right now I just feel fucking numb right now. Already done this 3 times. Let me explain the saves. Jin, Koku, Runen, Joseph. Monkey. I should just speed this up in the post. Yeah, we probably should. I fucking hate this.
Suspect! Oh? Who you calling a devil joke, kid? I guess the guild lost all their respect and skill when you came along.
Why you? Admiral, I am again requesting for you to respect the villagers. This is getting nowhere. How would I just do the talking, Commander?
Very well. Please question the suspect.
Well, here's my chance. I better not screw this up. Hey, Joseph, we just got some questions about a few nights ago and we needed some answers from your perspective.
Listen, son, I know you want to do this to help us, but you need this job too. We're going to be alright, son.
This has nothing to do with this. Joseph, let me take care of you this time. Trust me on this, like I said before. If you can't trust the guild, at least trust me. Joseph, you wanted to take care of me, but you're the one who is screaming for help right now with those eyes. Don't worry, I'll be here for you. I should just get straight to the point so this can all be over soon. Can you tell me what happened 4 nights ago when you were at the waterfall? Wait, what happens if we present evidence? Joe, you've been through a lot. I want you to know that I'll do everything I can to help clear your name. Make everyone in this room hear my voice. You've made me feel wanted and genuinely cared about me that sometimes I feel like I don't deserve someone like you. When this is all over, I want to spend more time with you on the farm, in your cabin. So if you're only protecting me by staying silent, don't. Because there was something that bothered you that night. You can leave everything to me no matter what happens will not change my view of you. So to show my loyalty, I swear my honor as a scriven... No. I swear my name that I'll protect you. Sure. My doubts are finally gone. Chosen what I want to risk. I'll believe in Joseph no matter what. I'm announcing it now. If I fail, I will join everyone in this village. And so I'm abandoning this. Here. This badge is not as valuable as Joseph. I, Asher, am renouncing my position as a guild scrivener. What are you?
Huh?
What is the meaning of this? Commander, I believe I am in no position to serve the guild anymore. I will dedicate everything I have to helping this village, and I will prove to you all that Joseph is innocent. You're overreacting like a spotted Karen. How dare you turn your back against the guild? The guild I know and who I am with right now is not the same. If the guild promised to protect everyone from monsters, then I'll protect these true variants from the guild. Commander! This is absurd. We already lack in manpower, now this shit.
Enough!
Young Asher, is this truly what you desire? Yes, sir. To protect everyone. He was correct after all. Very well, the case will continue. Commander!
Enough! I will see to the end of this. Young Asher, continue.
Thank you, sir. My heart is still pounding after all of that. Now that I cannot back out, losing is no longer an option. Joseph? I can take care of myself, so please tell me what happened.
Son,
You're so reckless. You didn't need to do that for me. But after all you said, I would feel bad if I don't return it. Go ahead, ask me anything you want. Tell you everything I saw. I went to the waterfall that night to find those mandragoras. I am familiar with mushrooms, so I tried my luck. Once I found it, I heard something like a branch breaking, followed by someone falling into the water. I didn't think about it at the time, so I just jumped in and grabbed the guy. The armor didn't make it any easier. Needed to help him breathe, so I removed his armor, but before I can do anything else, someone saw me. Two humans fighting us makes it harder to hide, so before anything else happens, I ran back to the village. This is very different. See that you saved the victim from drowning and then escaped. That is the truth. Last thing I want is a dead body polluting our drinking water. That is absurd! If Sir Largo indeed fell into the water, how are we not able to hear it? So loud.
look, boy! You don't know everything that happened that night. Not only that I was beside the water, but I also have better hearing than humans. Told you before I heard a crack first, and so I'm actually falling into the water.
Absurd! This is absurd!
Enough. Admiral, do you have any evidence or arguments to contradict Sir Joseph's testimony?
Commander, this does not explain the medical report given. Said the Sir Largo had a scratch wound on his chest and was heavily bleeding. The Devil Joe attacked the victim once he was able to remove the armor. As long as this stands, he was still capable of harming Sir Largo during the time he was not sane. I think his story is too convenient for it to be true.
So quick to judge. Asher believes me, and that's all that matters, right?
Right. Commander, I will question the witness to prove to the Admiral that this is true. Joseph, just answer all of my questions honestly and leave it to me.
Sure. What do you need to know? Very well. You may begin your cross-examination.
Not mistaken, it's this one and the armor, so I'm gonna do a quick save real quick. Oh. I'm sorry. You went to the waterfall for me.
I can't stand seeing you suffer, son. It was my fault anyway for giving rotten berries to the elder. You got sick because of me.
Don't think like that, Joseph. It's not your fault and it was bad luck. I'll make it up to you, okay? We can fix the berries later and then we can go back to your cabin and... Commander, I would like to ask the Scrivener to stop flirting with the witness.
Agree.
Yeah, I kind of fucked up, I'm sorry.
Young Asher, please refrain from unnecessary comments during the hearing.
Sorry, Commander. Just to clarify, you were only there by coincidence?
Already checked the area before we went there over a week ago. There was no reason for me to be there other than to find the mushroom that will help cure you. I thought the rain would hide me anyway, so I would be safe from wandering humans or monsters. Didn't expect to see someone falling from the cliff. Do you remember how high was the fall? Sorry, son. I don't think I remember seeing how high it was. Assumed you fell from the top of the cliff, which is still pretty high even halfway. Remember you fell from that area, too.
Right. That's what happened to me, too. However, this contradicts another statement. If he fell from the top of the waterfall, then why didn't we see him fall? The victim was sent ahead, so the fall was lower and less lethal if he did. He wouldn't need any help, and he is a high-rank hunter of exceptional caliber. Admiral, please don't forget that it was raining at the time. Climbing up or down a grassy cliff during heavy rainfall will cause an accident. Wouldn't be surprised if he slipped shortly while he was climbing down. Speaking from experience, the shock of falling and suddenly drowning would render anyone helpless. Therefore, what Joseph said might be possible. For now. The fuck you mean for now? What made you attempt to save him?
Why wouldn't I? Human or Bavarian, if they are injured, someone has to help them. I got all my help and I got help all my life and I barely did it myself. This might be a way for me to return all the kindness that was given to me.
Joseph, remember you told me how he was carried and helped by his mother no matter how painful she went through with the virus. This might sound weird, but I think he wanted to be leaned on too. Regardless, I can use this for something later. And you just saved one of the hunters that hunt you because you felt you need to? That is extremely convenient. Surely there's some other reason why other than kindness.
Of course everyone wants to be paid back. I know saving that kid will pay me back one day, so that's why even if I fail here, I'll be sure to come back home.
Truly absurd. Carry on! Thanks, Joe. Can you describe the one that spotted you?
It was difficult to see the face, but the armor was weird at least. It looked like he was wearing something blue with red accents. His face was covered by a helmet, so I couldn't tell his facial features. Sorry, son.
That's fine. Your description matches Jack and it aligns with his testimony. But I feel like there's something strange about this. Joseph has never touched or worn armor before, or at least knows how to wear one. There's something fishy with that evidence. When you ran back, did you bring anything with you?
Just the mushroom I found. Everything else, including his weapon, I didn't touch.
Right, his weapon. Can you tell me what weapon that is?
It's okay, just describe it. Alright. It's definitely a bowgun. The design reminds me of my old village. It is brown, maybe made of wood, and long, but it didn't have a wing from what I remember.
It also matched the testimony we had earlier. Admiral, since you are Sir Largo's leader at the time and you clearly remember this bowgun, please tell us if this description fits the bowgun. And might I remind you, you're under oath? Ordering me around like that? How dare you!
Admiral?
Fine. The Devil Joe's words are accurate. Hold right there, Joseph. You said that you removed the armor, right?
Yes. He had trouble breathing, so I had to remove his chest plate.
How did you remove his armor?
Huh?
I have a hunch, but it seems like you removed it the right way.
What do you mean the right way?
He obviously ripped it off. Take a look at this armor. There's obviously damage on the chest and the scratch marks. This signifies that the armor was removed by force. And there was no other way that the armor was removed as such. There is. If you look at the armor at a glance, it appears to be damaged. However, I noticed the scratch marks were only on the chest. This is a type of steel armor, meaning it is connected by a latch. Turn it around here. Here it is. This is an armor latch. Latch here doesn't appear damaged as well used, but it does seem taken care of. After studying armors back in training, I remember that steel and solid armors need a latch. Mostly to fix things into place, but also keep it very secured that even a monster will not be able to remove it easily. So if you do claim that the armor was removed by force, why is the latch still intact? That's because, it was just a coincidence the Devil Joe was able to unlock it. I highly doubt that, Admiral. You should know that these latches are only taught to guild personnel, and it is very difficult to remove it. Joseph might have saved the victim from drowning, but he did not know how to remove it either. Wait, he saved the victim from drowning. Doesn't that mean the victim was actually...
Young Asher, is something the matter?
Commander, we've overlooked something extremely crucial from the testimonies we had so far. Something crucial? What are you talking about?
Explain.
All this time, we were just assuming this from the report and the testimonies, but there's something missing in the testimonies entirely. That's right! Joseph, was the victim awake after you got him out of the water?
Huh?
What is this nonsense? It says here in the report that Sir Largo drowned. Wrong. The report says that there were signs of him almost drowning. Even my question with the village's feline medic Grano said that the victim almost drowned. Almost drowning means he did not drown. What?
Silence! I demand silence! Young Asher, explain. What are you insinuating?
Certainly, sir. When I thought about the latch, Joseph certainly hasn't seen one before. That then begs the question, how did Joseph know how to unlock it and remove the armor? I can only assume he tried removing it by force, hence the scratch marks. That I can agree with the Admiral, but there was a difference. The purpose was not to attack the victim, but to remove the armor so he could breathe. With nobody else there to teach him but Sir Largo.
Sir Largo was the only one who could have said something.
Correct, Commander. Absurd. Sir Largo was unconscious during the entire situation. The rookie said so in his testimony. Wrong again, Admiral. Jack only said that he saw Joseph towering over Sir Largo. Remember that he was so focused on seeing Joseph that he could not focus on the body under him. Let's make this easier for us. Joseph, can you tell me right now if the guy you saved was awake?
He was awake, yes. Enough! Silence! Are you sure about this, Sir Joseph? I'm sure, sir. Just like what Asher said, it was this guy I saved that told me how to remove it. And why was this not added to your testimony? I thought you all knew. Knew? I left him there when he was still awake, so I didn't think it was important. But I might have misjudged and I still should have said it.
You're lying!
Admiral, do you have any other counter-arguments about this?
Yes, I do. He is a stinky poo-poo. Commander, how can we confirm that this is correct? I mean, the victim being awake. This is absurd.
This is really getting nowhere again. Just listen up for once, kid. He was awake and that's that! So annoying. I do agree that words are not enough to convince me that it is true, and the Admiral is annoying as fuck.
Exactly. Wait, what?
However, even with the evidence presented, I cannot deny that it is highly possible.
I'm adding so much extra and I don't give a shit because it's fun. What?
You get a better picture of the situation, Sir Joseph. Sir, please give your full testimony again. This time include the details about talking with the victim. I would like to hear what happened after you saw Sir Largo fell from the cliff. I expect the full truth from you. The truth. If that's what you need, sure.
The commander sounds like he is probing Joseph for more information. I just have a weird feeling we're not getting the full picture just yet. There are still some unanswered questions, but there is something that is bothering me, specifically how Joseph is moving right now. Super secret pocket pussy on his thigh. But he looks tired, but why does it look like he's hiding something? Let me have fun. Cat said it. Fuck! I hit my microphone stand.
After...
Let me have fun with this.
After I saw him fell from the cliff, I jumped in the waters to get him out. It was difficult and a bit of a struggle because he was, heavy and active. He really needs to lay off those donuts. When I got him to lay down on the grass, I tried removing his armor and took off his bowgun from his back so he can lay down easier. It was difficult to remove the armor, but he spoke and taught me how to unlock the latch like I've been saying for the past 15 minutes. I was about to press on his chest when I heard someone coming. I froze for a bit, but the guy under me looked confused.
I expected it to be his fellow hunters, so I just went back to the village to avoid them and tell the elder what I saw. Although, thinking it could have been his husband. I see. So far, all the events fit in the evidences you've provided. Admiral, do you have any questions on this testimony?
Devil Joe. You said that you tried removing his armor? I'm assuming you scratched his chest plate. That's real kinky.
I know it is not good on my image, but yes, I did scratch it. I'll find a way to replace that if that is what you're so worried about. Joseph, calm down. It's okay. I'll handle and pay for the damaged armor that no one gives a shit about. For now, just answer his question. If you say so. Yes, I tried removing his armor.
And since Sir Largo was awake, you got help from him and you removed it. That is what you claim?
Yes.
You said you were going to press on his chest. What do you mean by this?
What is the point of this? The guy almost drowned, so I needed to help him breathe. Pocket pussy. Read it was what it was called when you press it to pump his lungs or something. I think it's called CPR.
Then explain to me, why was there a wound on his chest matching the scratch marks?
What? Explain yourself, Admiral. Oh my god, do they have no fucking common sense? Oh my god. Oh my god, use common sense. Use common sense. Obviously his claws scraped Largo's skin. Explain yourself, Admiral.
Oh, calm down. Listen to what I have to say first. Okay, I'll listen to the shit spewing out your mouth. The scratch marks on his chest as seen on this medical report. It says here that the marks shown match the ones on his chest plate. If you were the only one able to remove his chest at the time, then you are also the one able to do harm on him.
That's not true.
Admiral, that wound may have been from after he was with Joseph.
It does not prove that Joseph caused the wound.
You're wrong. If this Devil Joey was indeed the one who saved
It's
Sir
time to drink
Largo,
water.
he would be the only one at the scene where he could have
It's
harmed
time
him.
to drink water.
Are you insinuating my hunters
It's
did
time
such
to
a
drink
thing?
water.
Or you may be suggesting another
It's time to
resident did
drink
it?
water.
That's not what I was.
What of the blood? Even your own feline medic saw the gruesome situation with his own 2 eyes. The body was covered in blood after he was brought here. Can you then explain the blood?
That's enough, Admiral.
I'm only stating the truth, but we still have open questions that did not have any answers. Unless you can explain the blood, then it is still a case of assault against a hunter.
Let me explain something to you, Admiral. It is not Joseph you are fighting. It is with me.
Very well. Then prove to me I am wrong.
Gladly. When you pulled him out, did you have much trouble? No! I mean, no, I didn't, son.
Seems to be hesitant. Something happened in the waters?
You struggled?
What do you mean you struggled?
Well, it's because of the armor and the water is,
Joseph? You're hiding something, aren't you? Whatever it is, Joseph, I want to keep my promise. I'll be sure to help you no matter what. So if there is something else you need to say, please say it. So when we are done, we can go and swim at the waterfall again.
Sure. Didn't want to worry you. We were in this situation because of me, and I don't want to add more to your stress. But it was not important at all, because I can handle it.
Don't worry, Joseph. No matter what happens here, no matter what you say, I will protect you, and I'll make sure the truth comes out.
The truth. Alright. I'm sorry for not saying anything about this sooner.
Ooh. Alright. Let me ask you again. What happened while you were still in the waters?
He attacked me.
What? Huh? Huh?
Silence! I demand silence in the room. That is a big claim. Very big. Sir Joseph, are you sure that Sir Largo attacked you?
Yes, but I know he didn't mean to. Then why did you stay silent about this? Guess I'd want to make amends for causing trouble if I kept to myself. I can endure this anyway, but I think it was also because the Sir Largo, right? Yeah, I promised him that I would not tell anyone about it because it was just an accident. He might have not thought I was this ugly Devil Joe.
Where was this information before? Are you just toying with us? Or is this another one of your lies?
Kid, I'm not lying! We'll prove here! Keep your eyes open, kid.
That could have been from anywhere. How could I be sure it's from that night?
Admiral, I can guarantee you that is from the waterfall. As Joseph mentioned on his earlier testimony, we met the same night before the incident. And I can conclude that I didn't see any wound in that area.
Just how close are you?
Of course that would be a lie. I was too sick to notice anything, but considering he had enough energy to run back to the waterfall that night... It's not impossible to think that he was fine before the incident. Yeah, I'm getting banned. I'm getting banned. It was nice knowing you all. I'm getting banned, probably. Joseph, can you give me more details? What did he attack you with?
It was like a backup knife or something. Looked like it had a thick blade, but it was shorter than the swords I usually see.
A carving knife. That would make sense. Sir Largo probably thought he was getting attacked by a monster and instinctively grabbed his knife since it was close ranged.
I'm sorry, son, for not saying anything about this. I didn't want to worry you. Sir Joseph, please include this in your testimony. Young Asher, you may continue.
Yes, Commander. I think this answers the main question about the injury. Actually, we're gonna leave off here tonight. My brain is not in this right now. It is elsewhere, and I actually want to take it seriously. Yeah, I'm probably fine. I've done and said and worse on here. So I'm probably fine. I'm sorry. Note to self. Censor. Anyways, stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.